An increasing number of law enforcement officers have tested positive for the novel coronavirus. The statistics to date show that there are currently 65 positive cases within the B.D.F. 142 persons are either quarantined or in self-isolation at home. Of those identified cases, more than half, 39 to be exact, are from Isles Camp in Orange Walk.
From that specific camp gave us 26 cases. That's the data we have. If it's 65, I would believe that that number is referring to everybody who has been positive from when we started having the outbreak in San Pedro up until now.
The Ministry of Health is also monitoring possible infections at the Belize Coast Guard. A female cadet has tested positive for COVID-19. She became symptomatic after a visit home and was later swabbed and identified as a positive patient. Acting Commandant Lieutenant Greg Sobranis says that there are several others who are displaying signs and symptoms of the virus.
We do have a case, and then we're looking closely at some others who have or are displaying certain signs and symptoms. So we've asked health to swab those individuals as well, just to make sure that it is not COVID. And if it is, then we follow the protocol. We are a part of that frontline task force, and by virtue of our mandate, our people will definitely be at risk because of our maritime border command mandate. We have ensured that we have implemented measures to safeguard our personnel afloat, meaning while they're out at sea, as well as those who work ashore duties, meaning here at the Coast Guard facility.
Law enforcement officers are also on the front line of the fight against the deadly virus. On a daily basis, they are out on the streets or manning illegal entry points for border jumpers and contrabandistas. And while they are carrying out a mandate, they are often at a higher risk of being exposed. Since the outbreak, 88 police officers have tested positive for COVID-19. While some have recovered, majority, 61 to be exact, are active cases.
It is really sad for us that we currently have a number of 61 police officers who are infected with the COVID-19 virus. Totally since the start of the COVID-19, we have had a total of 88 infected officers, some of whom have recovered. And we have 61 active cases. Those active cases are currently in isolation. And we also have about 40 or so police officers who are in quarantine, pending results. So the COVID-19 pandemic has truly hit us hard, but despite that, we continue to do our utmost best with a view to ensure that we keep our nations as safe as we can.
Director of Health Services Dr. Marvin Manzanero says that the Ministry of Health is concerned about the cases within the law enforcement agencies.
There's one facility that has so many people housed together. What you routinely do is, instead of sending them home, of course, you want to keep them all in a closed, controlled environment, because if you don't do that, then that's when you have a potential spread. So whenever you have those situations, either the police, Coast Guard, B.D.F, interacting, then those are potential super spreaders if you allow them to go back home.
Duane, Moody for News 5.